Hello everyone, good afternoon, evening. So I hope you've been enjoying the day, and the focus of the day really is to help you to become aware of where you have resistance to change. So anything where you feel stuck or you're just maybe not 100% happy, something that might be bringing you down and you really would like to change it, I'd like to remind you that you are so worthy of change. You're so worthy of the work involved, if you want to call it work. You're so worthy of the focus. So I think the biggest issue I see with people is that they abandon themselves, by saying that the time isn't right or things have got too busy. And it's a form of just turning your back on yourself. So I'd really encourage you to give yourself this opportunity to work on whatever it is that's, in your heart, that's looking for attention and that is asking you to consider moving forward and to give yourself the time to look at that. One of the things I wanted to share with you was this amazing little book that I love, and it's called When I Loved Myself Enough, and it's by Kim Macmillan, and it's a book that I came across probably about 10 years ago, and I bought it for myself and for a couple of friends at the time, and I must have given away my copy. And it came back into my head recently very strongly, so I bought a few more copies again and gifted them to a couple of people, including my daughter. It's an absolutely beautiful book. The story behind it is beautiful. It's a little bit sad, but it's very poignant. So I would recommend, I got mine on the Book Depository. It's, I don't know, €10. It's a beautiful book for anyone that's on this pathway of love and just self-discovery and being true to yourself, and that's been something that I've been learning more and more about as time has progressed. It's about honouring, and it sounds like such a cliche, honouring myself. Well, what does that actually mean? Sometimes it means saying yes to certain things, and sometimes it means saying no, and to understand what we want to say yes to and say no to involves a lot of work sometimes. So this little book is gorgeous, and it's just like there's lots of different just little tiny readings for each day, or not each day, it's not even dated, but you could just open it at any point in the day and have a read and see what's in there. So this page I've just opened randomly, and every page starts with when I loved myself enough. And this one says, when I loved myself enough, I could remember during times of confusion, struggle or grief, that these too are part of me and deserve my love. And that's just wonderful, and especially while we're on the subject of resistance to change, because sometimes when we realize that we have beliefs that are there and they've been there a long time that are holding us back from changing, we can actually get very frustrated with ourselves and think that giving out to ourselves and self-criticism or pushing is the way to do it. And I have found through the work that I've done with others and with myself is that actually there's all different parts and components to my personality, all based on my own experiences and conditioning, and all of them are equally deserving of love and attention. Now, some of them might have served their purpose, but forcing them, rejecting them, ignoring them, pushing them down, pushing them away, for me hasn't really worked out. It doesn't resolve the issue, and it certainly doesn't help us to change and blossom. I just find actually showing up in the light who I am and realizing, well, there's definitely good reasons why I behaved like that in the past, and I accept that. Do I want to behave like that in the future? I prefer to do things differently. Okay, so let's see how I can do that. So I'd recommend this. The Book Depository is where I order my books, but I'm sure there's probably Irish book providers as well out there, Eason's and that. If you want to support local, I was buying it in bulk, so I just went on there out of habit. And I hope you enjoy that little reading that I gave you today, and I may finish out to the day with another little reading like that. So enjoy, and I'll talk to you again later.